Hey y'all, DMV SoloRider back with another video. I literally just finished filming the last Hot Wired video, so it's like a continuation for me. I'm just out for a ride. I figured I'd film my ride through Clifton. This is where you go for bikes and breakfast in the DC area. I still have yet to make it to a bikes and breakfast, and I really want to do that. But this little ride through Clifton it's a nice little twisty ride. The roads get a little narrow. There's definitely a lot of cops out there. I still have to go to driving school to work off that last ticket I got, so we're gonna be cool. And I'm just gonna film, we're gonna see how it is. I haven't filmed a ride like this in forever, it seems. I mean, my riding since the spring has been really curtailed. From the time I started riding over the summer of 2019 until this past March of 2021, I've ridden all over the place. And, you know, right after I filmed the review of the Challenger, you know, my work just went insane. I mean, it's not that it's insane. It's not like I'm working 100 hours a week. It's just become very irregular. Working a lot of weekends, working a lot of long hours during the week, and my ability to ride for the first time since I've started has been really curtailed. So I put 10,000 miles on the Challenger when I did my review, and I filmed that in March of 2021. It's now December, and I only have 17,266 miles on the bike. My riding has become a lot less frequent than it has been historically, and it's sad, it's depressing, it's horrible. I mean, there's been so many times over the past, 8 months where I've gone for like 2 or 3 weeks at a time, and all I can say is I went down to the Challenger to start it to keep the battery juiced. So, it's like I said in other videos, if it wasn't for IMS and Indian Demo Day, the channel probably would have gone dark at stretches. I just haven't had a chance to. It's not just get out and ride and film, but it's also to edit. Of course, my new MacBook Pro is an editing whiz. It's so much faster than my old 8-year-old MacBook Air. I mean, it's just laughable that I was editing videos on that thing. But anyways, I am gonna ride every chance I get this winter, film as much as I can. Oh, so nice. I know I had mentioned in the summer doing a group ride, and that kind of fell by the wayside because I just didn't have time. I also mentioned filming that Civil War tour, and I still plan to do both. I just got to figure out how and when. Just to be honest, like the whole Civil War thing, I haven't even planned it yet. Like, I want to figure out which battlefields do I want to visit, which ones are particularly accessible by motorcycle, which ones are cool to actually see. Sport mode, baby. When I was riding to Florida, I just kept it in standard mode the whole time. I was trying to save gas, man. Oh, it feels so good to just be on my bike riding around. Like, don't get me wrong, I love riding back and forth to Florida, but it's like, it's just different when you gotta be there. You gotta get there. You're on a schedule. You're still on a bike, it's still awesome, but, you're working. Oh, see, I hope this looks good. All the leaves are gone. It's like ugly fall now. At least we get to lean the bike a bit, feel it. And you guys let me know. So what do you want to see on the channel? I mean, obviously this year it's been a ton of test rides. And I already know the one thing that nobody who subscribes to the channel really seems to want to see are sport bike test rides. You guys don't really like the Kawasaki's. You weren't crazy about the Hondas or the Triumphs. I mean, I'm still gonna do them because for me it's fun, it's different. But you guys have been watching the channel for a while. You know what I have to offer in terms of my experience or lack thereof. What do you want to see on the channel? Just more rides, more test rides, road trips. You know, the road trip thing, that's going to be a little hard, only because my schedule is still crazy. This is the second weekend after Thanksgiving. This is the first time I've had a full weekend off, probably since June, when I went to Morgantown, West Virginia. So, you know, I can't say I'm going to be doing a road trip where I'm filming stuff anytime soon, but as soon as I can, I will. You know, future road trips for me are obviously the Southwest and all the national parks out there, the PCH, I'd love to do that. I want to try and create a great road trip up north. There's nothing equivalent to the PCH up north. I'm going to have to really laser in with a map and see, are there just small roads along the water where I can kind of make my own PCH. Horses, I'm riding my own. Oh my God, the Challenger feels so amazing. I gotta tell you guys, you know, I rode all those bikes at IMS. I've ridden everything in the Indian lineup. I've ridden everything in the Harley lineup. Not every single Softail, but I've ridden the platform. And the Challenger is still my favorite motorcycle. It's not the fastest, you know, the sport bikes are faster. The Goldwing might have a little more punch. Hard to tell, but the Challenger is my favorite by far. I would say after all the bikes I've ridden, and you know, we still have, I think, 4 or 5 test rides still yet to roll out on the channel. We still have the Lowrider S, Triumph Speed Triple, both types of Goldwings, the manual and the DCT. I think there's one other, I don't remember off the top of my head. And we'll keep rolling those out. The only bike I've ridden where I find myself saying, you know, I'd really love to own this bike. And keep in mind, you know, y'all might not be crazy about the Triumphs from the, you know, the analytics for the test rides. But personally, I love the Street Triple and the Speed Triple, at least as far as their looks. They're awesome. I enjoyed riding them. Obviously, you know, you can only be so spirited on a test ride with cops all over the place. But I've got to say, after all of that, if I was buying a second bike, it would still be the FTR Carbon. And I'm not going to lie, it's a real good feeling when you have a chance to ride a lot of different bikes and you still love yours. You know, this is hobbying. This is not, you know, this isn't a lifeline. This is not riding a motorcycle to work. It's just for fun. And in that sense, you know, it's easy to detach from one and jump on another. I did see Indian's 2022 lineup and the Jack Daniels Challenger. I mean, the Jack Daniels Challenger looks okay. I think the nicest Jack Daniels Indian motorcycle I've seen is actually owned by the one and only DC Cycler. He's got a Springfield, and it's more gray and black, not that like goldish bronzish color. I think his looks outstanding. You know, Challenger, I'm not super excited about the new paint jobs. You know, the Indy Red is a great red. I don't like the black two-tone. If they just came out with that motorcycle in red, just Indy Red with no black, we might have an issue. Because as much as I love my Ruby Metallic, it's a darker red, and I'm kind of, in my heart of hearts, I always want that, like, fire engine red, Corvette red, Ferrari red. And that's what that Indy Red is. There is a new color that they've come out with. It's like that, I don't know what it is. It's like a slate, a creamish color. Looks phenomenal on the Chieftain. But I have to say, of the Indian paint jobs available these days, and you know, Indian's paint, it's coming along. They're doing a real nice job. But that, what's it? Crystal Azul or Azul Crystal, whatever it is, it's basically black and blue, and the black fades into blue, or the blue fades into black. I don't remember. That is freaking amazing. And you know, on the black parts, you have that blue flake in the paint. Just looks outstanding. If they made a Challenger painted like that, that could be a problem. Problem meaning I would feel compelled to trade my bike in for a new one just for a paint job, which is stupid. I did Indian's update for Ride Command. They did a big update, kind of iron out some kinks, work out some bugs, that sort of thing. Haven't noticed any real improvement where it comes to my CarPlay experience with my wireless dongle. And of course, Indian will say, well, we don't worry about the wireless dongle. Yeah, I get it, but if my motorcycle breaks my phone, attaching my phone to my motorcycle to use CarPlay is a non-starter. So they got to figure something out. They did change Indian's GPS to include local speed limits, which is nice, you know, better to have it than not. Trying to keep the wind noise down. I'm editing the Goldwing test rides right now, and that Goldwing windshield is so amazing. I might need to try the flare windshield. That was a little sloppy. I haven't ridden twisties in quite some time. See, I'm a little sloppy. I've only ridden down here once, so it's not like I really know the road. Okay, I don't think the Goldwing feels more powerful than the Challenger. I take that back. If I didn't have this backrest on, I'd have just rolled right off the back of the bike for sure. So we've got our closeouts. We've got the hot wired heated gear, the Jins Chopper sissy bar. Hopefully be here in a few weeks. I think next items on the list for the Challenger, I think I would like to get the Pathfinder LED headlight that moves with the bike. You know, when you go around a corner, the side of the light lights up to light your way as opposed to the front of the bike. And I am thinking about getting those floodlights. I just find, you know, riding on highways late at night when it's dark, I feel like one motorcycle headlight leaves a lot to be desired. Even though, you know, the Challenger's LED light is really bright. It's nice. But it could use more. You know, especially if you're out, you know, in between cities on the highway. It's not like there are usually any lights up there. This is a fun little road, man. Basically switchbacks. Nice. 15 miles left. It is only about a 35-mile ride through here. You know what I was talking about earlier, it's a nice feeling knowing that every time you get on your bike, you're still on your favorite after you ride a bunch of others. I meant to discuss this in a past video. I don't think I did, but after I rode the Pan America, which was great, I really enjoyed riding the Pan America. It was really comfortable, really fast. A bit of a pogo stick on some hilly roads, but still great. When I got back on the Challenger and I was riding back to the DMV, because it was just, you know, a few hours up there, it felt so low and so wide. The motorcycle I was thinking of the whole time I was riding the Challenger home was the bike from Akira. And it was the coolest feeling in the world, like to get, you know, riding that bike, the Pan America, and then jumping back on the Challenger and loving every single aspect of riding this motorcycle was such a good feeling. It's not because I was having questions about the bike beforehand. It's just, you know, when you ride a really impressive motorcycle and then you're more impressed by your own, that's just awesome, man. It's been a minute since I was in sport mode, man. I missed it. Yeah, I guess what I'm experiencing is that 4K video chews through these batteries a bit faster. I'm getting like 30 minutes per battery instead of 50. That kind of sucks. Look at that road. What a great road. And you know me, I love my engine braking, but definitely tapping on the brakes there a little bit. Old DMV SoloRider is a little rusty. There's Clifton. Just a few miles till the end of the ride. Well guys, this is the last little stretch of my little Clifton ride. I'm gonna go home and do some chop suey and turn it into a video. If you enjoyed this video, I'd certainly appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. I put my ride and ride related content out every Tuesday. Hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. You'll get an alert every time I put out new content, and I'd certainly appreciate it. Helps more people find my videos. Anyways, till next Tuesday, y'all stay safe out there. DMV SoloRider is out.